Hello guys, so Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 224, and today we're gonna be continuing off the final part of Berenstain Bears Happy Halloween. So let's read it down. Shall we? See what we got for us. Berenstain Bears and the Prize Pumpkin. First prize, second prize, third prize, or none at Thanksgiving time. More like a contest is won. There you go on that. Anyways, next page. Anyway, pumpkins are like, hang on. Do I have a next page? Anyway, moving on. Pumpkins are like anything like Elsa in nature, said Papa Bear as the cubs finished weeding the pumpkin patch. Okay? No, two of them are exactly alike. Wow. That's for sure, agreed Papa Bear. Wow. Makes more sense anyway. Look at the funny flat one and the lumpy one over there. Then there was a giant, which is what Papa was to name one that seemed to be getting bigger and bigger. What is it that no two things are exactly alike? Says Sister Bear. You tell me. It's just the way nature is, answered Papa Bear. Time to wash up for supper, called Mama Bear for the treehouse top steps. Excuse me for getting. So there you go. That's what makes sense in any way. So there you go. Next page. Anyway. What about Queen McBear's twin brothers? Asked Sister. They certainly look like a lot alike, said Papa. But I've noticed that Miss McBears can tell them apart quite easily. In you go, said Mama, shooing her family into the house. But Sister didn't go right in. She went up with the scoop for a moment and looked over the bear country. I don't know about that, Sister Bear. You have to get in. You know, that's me, of course. Next page. Anyway, it was well into fall, so the days were getting short. Halloween has come and gone. Pretty soon the bears were starting thinking about Christmas. Though it's not even Christmas until 2 more months. Anyway. But right now, Bear Country was ugly in the setting sun. Farm Ben's kept farm look especially fine. Well, it's bale hay, corn stalks, and pumpkin casting long shadows. I guess nature pretty amazing, Sister says. She's looking up out over the beautiful scene. Okay? It's the most amazing thing there is, said Mama. Come on now, in you go. Wow. It has to make sense anyway, we know it's the sunlight, so there you go on that. Next page. Anyway. Farm Ben's farm sure looks beautiful in the setting sun, said Sister, as the family sat down to supper. Said Papa grumpily. Farm Ben's not such a much. Not such a much, said Mama. White Ben's is the finest farmer in the Bear Country. Exactly. Anyways, besides, he's one of your best friends. That may be so, said Papa. But a year earlier today, he came by and said, "Nice little pumpkin patch you got there, Papa." Well, he said it was true, said Mama. especially compared to this fields and fields of pumpkins. That'd be so as well, grumbled Papa. But I didn't like the way he said it. He sort of chuckled. Okay. My patch may be small, but the giant is big. Share, okay? They may be the biggest and best pumpkin in all bear country. What do you think about that? Huh? Well, Papa Bear, please stop fighting. Ease. I like you to be happy. Ease. Next page. Anyway, I think you'd be oversensitive. Exactly, Mama, said Mama. But anyway, come, let's clear the table and so the cubs can do their homework. Brother and sister side is a spread their books out on the table. What's that all about? Asked Papa. Oh, I'm guessing they're thinking, said brother. With Halloween over and Christmas almost 2 months away, there's nothing to look forward to. That's right, added sister. Nothing except lots of homework. Oh, is that so? Protested Mama Bear. Well, that makes more sense anyway, even though it's if you check last episode on my main channel, go check it out. It has to be trick or treat. So there you go. Next page. Anyway. It just so happens that there's something very important to look forward to. A very special holiday called Thanksgiving. Which is next month exactly. That's when we give thanks to all the wonderful. Your mama's exactly right, interrupted Papa. Oh, wow. He pointed a notice in the evening paper. It said, don't forget this year's Thanksgiving festival. Entry blanks in the big pumpkin contest available at City Hall. Okay. Thanksgiving is an important holiday, especially this year, because we're going to enter the Giant and the Pumpkin contest and beat the pants out of our band. Don't you dare. No. But Paul, he's a professional, said brother. He's won the contest 10 years in a row. Thank you. All the more reasons to teach him a lesson. Come on, let's go out and check up the next heavyweight pumpkin contest. A bear country, he said. Don't defeat him. Just congratulate him. Thank you. Next page. Anyway. Now it was Mama's turn to sigh. Oh, man. Thanksgiving was about forgiving thanks, not being the pants of Farmer Ben. Exactly, Mama. Isn't it a beauty? Papa said after they murdered the giant. Across the road they could see a field of Ben's pumpkins. So, there was a lot to find ones, but not that master of a giant. There's homework to be done, called Mama Bear from the house. As a lefty, the cubs asked Papa, aren't you coming in? Nope, he said, gonna stay out here a little while and watch the giant grow. Okay, stop, okay? You don't need to win this. Thank you. So, please stop, Papa Bear. You just need to move on. And congratulate Farmer Ben. Next page. Anyway, and grow it did. And grow bigger and rounder and oranger every day. When Papa and the Cubs went to City Hall and gave an entry blank for the contest, they saw a place where the winning pumpkin would go on display. We can't lose, said Papa. It is their minds I am to get to see their pumpkin in the palace to honor. I don't know about this. Sorry. Mama tried to remind them what Thanksgiving was really all about. First of all, is giving thanks, turkeys, and feasts, not pumpkins. Okay. But every time she did, Papa would interrupt. You have to excuse me, my dear, he said. It's time to water the giant. It will not only water it on a regular schedule, give it the special plant food, but he also covered it with a blanket at night and toggle it on the against the cold. First of all, you stop with the pumpkin. It has nothing to do with Thanksgiving anyway. Next page. Anyway. One afternoon, the Cubs got with the school bus with something very important to tell Papa. They were stopping the tracks when they saw he was talking to a giant. Come on, old puppy. You can do it. Suck up that water. Take in the sunlight. No way. Oh, that's for Ben, alright. Mama explained that Papa had bought a book from the Swiner Ravish Ralph about how to encourage your plants to grow by talking to them. Well, said Brother, I don't suppose it would be any harm. It sure could harm his reputation, said Sister. And anyone saw him talking to a pumpkin. Yeah, exactly. Papa. Brother said, the cub at the school told me he went to class trip to the Ben's farm. No. Saw some pretty big pumpkins, especially one very big one that Ben calls the monster. No. Stop. Don't you even think about it. Thank you. Anyway, we got to get a look of it, said Papa. Wow. Well, is it going to be heavy or not heavy? We'll see. And here we go, the school bus. Here we go. Next page. Anyway. That evening, Papa and the Cubs climbed through the fence into Farmer Ben's field. They saw some good-sized pumpkins, but none to match the giants maybe is behind the barn. Whispered Papa. It's only a light stone on them, and they heard Ben shout, "The power's in the pumpkin field. Give me my pitchfork." Oh, Jesus. They got out there so fast, the Papa towards the overalls. Jesus. Climbing for the fence. "What have you been up to?" asked Mama Bear when they got home. "Nothing much," said Papa. "Just storing in the moonlight." Okay, that makes no sense whatsoever. I don't have any words about Papa Bear at all in this story. Next page. Anyway, the weekend before Thanksgiving arrived, and it was time to the big festival. The Bear family got there just in time. Wow. The pumpkin judging was about to begin. There was many fine pumpkins in the contest, but Papa was sure that none could measure up the giant until he saw a monster. Wow. It was at least as big and round and orange as his pumpkin. Wow. And maybe, just maybe, a little bigger, round, and oranger. Yeah. I don't know what to do with that, unfortunately, because it's not the biggest pumpkin ever. Farmer Ben won. Jeez. Next page. Anyway, The bears waited nervously while the judge studied, measured, and weighed, and then studied, measured, weighed some more. Finally, they made their announcement. The first prize winner is still champion. Thank God. Anyway, of course, the former Ben had won 11 times in a row. It was close, but of course, it turned out to be Ben's monster that was just a little bigger, browner and oranger than Papa's giant. But then it wasn't the worst of it. The giant didn't even close come to second. A beautiful pumpkin glow and the Miss Grizz won second place. The giant came in third. Papa and the Cubs were crushed. Crushed and very quiet as they pushed their third prize winner home. Well, it wasn't that bad, Judge, or it wasn't that bad, these three, these Berenstain Bears, you just have to at least do something to it's not a competition, just at least do something, jeez. Next page. Anyway, it wasn't until they reached the crest of the hill that old bear country that Mama decided to have her stay. Say, I know you're disappointed, but third prize is nothing to be ashamed of. Besides, Thanksgiving isn't about contests and prizes. Exactly. It's about giving thanks. And it seems to me that we have a lot to be thankful for. Yes. Thank you. Perhaps to be Mama's lecture. Or maybe it was how beautiful bear country looked. And the sunset rosy grove. But whatever was the reason, Papa and the Cubs began to understand what Mama was talking about. I have agreed to that 100%. So, there you go on that. And, yeah. And still have 2 more pages left. Or 3, whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway. Even more so on Thanksgiving Day, after the Bears give thanks for the wonderful meal they sure were about to enjoy, Sister Bear gave her own special thanks. I'm thankful, she said, that we didn't win first prize. If we had, the giant would be on display in the front of the City Hall. Instead of being part of the yummy pies we're going to have for dessert. Yes. Thank you. At least do something about it. So there you go, even though turkey is good enough. And here comes the last page of the book, stating that as left the Faye and the Bears fought about the blessing of the family, homes, friends, and neighbors, they knew deep in their hearts that there was no question about it. Indeed, they have a great deal to be thankful for. So yeah, and that was a 2-part book. So there you go. And that was it. So there you go. So it was Berenstain Bears Happy Halloween. It was 3 books in the book inside of it. Trick or Treat, Ghost in the Forest, and Prize Pumpkin. So what do I think about these 3 books that I haven't read during bedtime stories? I think it was amazing. So far, this episode was a success. That was the Bedtime Stories episode number 224. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. The next one's going to be Bedtime Stories, episode number 225. It's going to be another Halloween Bedtime Stories episode on Air in the Archive. Coming up next, there will be a brand new episode of Vivid October, and then Lunchtime and LGBT and so forth. Now, excuse me, I gotta make this video real quick, and I'm getting ready to end and go to bed. Till next time, so Joseph Bob Baby, we can move this episode to out. See ya.